Mental Health Monday brought to you by A Gap in the Rain. It's actually raining again. Today we're going to talk about I don't know. Today's Mental Health Monday features a really dangerous idea. Not the sort of dangerous idea where you question the efficacy of a or a bunch of that restrict the free and quality of life of citizens as we make way for an Orwell. No, but the sort of dangerous idea that if you don't look at it with a balanced view, you can really excuse yourself for a bunch of really stupid behavior, or you can excuse yourself for not doing things that you know that you probably ought to do. So the title of this video is, are you actually lazy? I have asked myself this question, am I actually lazy when it comes to the things in my life that I neglect to do or have to put a lot of effort to convince myself to do them? Perhaps ask yourself, where do my actual values lie? Why are these things that I want to do or claim that I should do, why don't I do them? And if I'm not doing them, is it because they don't actually matter to me? Now, if they do matter to me, perhaps my why isn't big enough. This is why it's dangerous. It's dangerous because you can say, oh, well, obviously looking and feeling good isn't important to me. Well, I mean, that might be true. Or it's just the fact that you have sedated yourself or have you gotten used to not doing something. Like for me at the moment, I'm not going on my usual runs because I haven't done it in so long, so I'm used to not doing it. Most things that human beings do, it's to maximize pleasure, but more importantly, to avoid or minimize pain. If the pain of sitting on my ass and doing nothing, because, I feel like shit, I don't like how I look or how I feel, and the pain of actually going out for a run, as long as the pain of going out for a run is higher than my pain of actually making a change, as long as that's where it sits, then I'm never going to make a change. And so my options are, I need to care enough about how miserable I am feeling and looking the way that I do, where that pain threshold of life being the way that it is becomes greater than the small pain of going for exercise and cleaning up my diet, etc. Until that tipping point happens, I'm not going to do it because I don't care. So here, if I do feel that, oh, the pain is increasing, the pain of staying still and stagnating, being unhealthy increases, I can do one of two things. I can make a choice and actually go out on my run and do what I need to do, or I can eat some ice cream and that pain is temporarily brought down as I sedate myself from the reality of my own misery. This is what I mean. You need to care more. You need to feel that what you're doing is important. But on top of that, you need to actually allow yourself to feel the pain. I spent all of Saturday basically self-sedating in various ways, including just literally sleeping. Because Saturday was just a complete wash. I knew what was happening, and I just sort of said to myself, you know what? Have a day. Have a day, all you do is just watch YouTube and eat like shit and just be that piece of shit. And at some point, you're going to come back and go, hang on a second, this isn't me, or at the very least, I don't like this guy. Okay, you're feeling like a stupid craving that you know is stupid. Just satisfy it. And realize how empty it actually is, and how crap you feel after, and how it doesn't actually make the pain go away, it just temporarily kicks it down the line. And being aware that my cravings were actually insatiable, and so I could Jabba the Hutt myself into oblivion, or I could at least start kind of writing out things that I would rather be doing right now, but I just haven't done because they're a little bit hard. Sunday was spent feeling that out and doing things that I do care about and actually being present in the misery and the agony. The crux of what I'm trying to say to you is as follows. The things that you're not doing and feel that you should be doing, do you actually need to do them? That's the first question. And the second question is, why, if you know that you're meant to be doing them, aren't you doing them? What sort of escape mechanisms are you using to sedate yourself into not doing those things? You can't just cut a habit out. You need to replace it with a new habit so that when you feel the compulsion to do X, you do Y instead, and then Y slowly becomes your new X and you become addicted to Y. I did get addicted to going to the gym, and I simply got used to the taste of good healthy food, and sugar actually started to taste bad. I'm sorry that I keep using that as an example, but that's the battle, that's the hill that I'm currently on. Honestly, one of the biggest struggles that I've had getting back on the horse is purely because I've gotten used to dealing with my discomfort with certain vices like sugar and what have you. I lost touch with my why, but more importantly, lost touch with how good those other things actually feel. So I need to exert a little bit of pressure, a little bit of effort, and a little bit of discomfort in order to switch back. And in order for that to happen, I need to actually feel the discomfort instead of sedate myself from that discomfort. I hope this made sense. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Maybe I'm gonna hate editing this. Who knows? Who cares? I really love my books. I'm just looking at them in the shot. I'm like, yeah, what a pimp. Look at him, intellectual. Ooh, I've had way too much coffee today. I'm overstimulated and way too caffeinated. It's Peace.